From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
Welcome back to another episode of The Horse's Mouth. I'm Steve Strum. The Horse's Mouth is brought to you by Foodies Care and the Daily News Network. I have some really cool guests today, small business owners from all over the different spectrum of businesses, but yet all similarly related. We're going to talk first off to Diane Faulkner, that I'm still trying to figure out how I know her, which I will figure that out later when we digitally stalk her. But it is definitely something that's very near and dear to all small business owners: employment, HR, threat detection, consulting services. Name of your company is Human Resources Made Easy.
Yes.
All right. So did I get the company correct? Did I totally destroy what you do?
No, you got it.
I got it close?
You got it close.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what you do. And I know one of the things we were talking about is a very, very real thing in the state of Florida now and all over the country. What's the difference between a 1099 and a W-2?
Oh, yes. That's the biggest problem right now, because a lot of small businesses, what they'll do is they'll just say, well, we'll 1099 them for right now, and then we'll make them employees later. And that's a big red flag. You don't want to do that, because if you get caught, it's a $750,000 fine plus a year in jail, or up to a year in jail. So you really don't want to do that.
Let's make sure we recover that.
Okay.
If I hire somebody as a 1099,
Yeah.
by law they're a W-2.
Yes.
I can go to jail for a year and face a $750,000 fine?
Both. Yeah.
Per instance?
Per instance.
So for the people watching on this thing that just kind of had what I lovingly refer to as a pucker moment, what is it that you do to help business owners not have to face those? I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, what I do is I'll go in and I assess what they're doing, how they're hiring the people, how they're bringing them on, and then once they're there, how they're treating them. Because you could have conceivably one person or two people in the same position, but one you're treating as a 1099 and the other you're treating as a W-2. For instance, you'll have one person, maybe you gave them a laptop, and they're choosing their own hours, and you're really not supervising them. You're just giving them things to do, and they do it on their own time. The other person, you're telling them you didn't give them anything. You didn't give them any training. Or you gave them training. This one you didn't give any training. This one you did give training. You make them wear a uniform. You know all that kind of stuff. That makes this person a 1099, and that makes this person a W-2.
Gotcha. Well, and I know it's more than just 1099 versus W. You got a whole host of things, and we'll put all your stuff on our website. But that's obviously a very hot topic. I'm a small business owner. I just literally hired another team member 2 days ago.
Okay.
And don't worry, I did it right.
Okay.
And I think I did.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Did you Google them before you entered them?
You know what I did? I actually I got very lucky. I got a gentleman, a former naval officer with 23 years of service that wanted to join our team. Very cool opportunity.
Yeah.
I did work with our labor lawyer to make sure that it was done correctly.
Okay.
But it's not just that you do. You know, there's a lot of other things that you do, but obviously that's the hot topic for a lot of business owners, especially because of the penalties that come out there. And it's not you want to beat somebody with a stick, but unfortunately, when companies come in, like I think that would be Department of Labor that comes in on that one, or other areas that you probably help consult on, like OSHA type stuffs,
right?
That they come in with fines, and you have to negotiate it and prove yourself innocent, where you might be presumed guilty before. Where most people, it's like, well, innocent till proven guilty. Sometimes the regulatory agencies come down with maybe a little bit different opinion, and so you help do all that.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on to Lou. Lou, replace hate.org.
Replace hair may work. But
all right. So
what is replacehate.org?
What is replacehate.org? Walk me through what you got. I know you got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
We got your sign right here. Pick one.
Okay.
Well, what you got?
How wise are you is what I'm leading with. Because our goal is to replace hate and make America wiser and kinder. And we're doing that with antique wisdoms. I have 52 teams of 8 antique wisdoms that encourage, educate, or entertain. And they have for centuries. They're all public domain things that have been around for, they've proven they pass the test of time. And what we're doing is we're putting them into puzzles so they can get the dopamine reward for figuring out this quote. And then understanding the quote, we have videos that explain what the quote means, how it applies in society to replace hate and make us all wiser and kinder. We have easy math wisdom workbooks. speed reading practice. We've done all this with 52 teams of 8 that are great. I guarantee everybody at this table has a motto on one of these teams. And 52of8.com is a website that'll let them download one graphic that has all 416 quotes on there. And you just spread it to read each one. So I'm setting up a TV show or a game show called Viral Rivalry that is going to be using these quotes. They got to time it to decode it, do the math calculations, and then explain why that quote is wiser or kinder than the other quote the other person picked.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
there's a lot of things going on.
I think in this modern era where we are so divisive, whether it's geopolitically, socioeconomically, religiously, there's a lot of division into things. And to help maybe us to be a little kinder, sounds like the mission, vision, and value by what you're doing.
Yeah, replace hate, make us all wiser and kinder, and using wisdom to do it.
And right next to you, you got a guy that takes pretty pictures. Do you think you can make me look a little taller with more hair?
I do have a 5-year and 10-pound package that we can.
I appreciate. I would like. Can I please have? I would like to have the Afro style, and I would like to be 6'4". And I would like to fit into that uniform.
We could make that.
I actually tried that.
Would you like the uniform to shrink to you?
No. I would like to grow to the. I want to be the uniform size. Tom's a good friend of mine, and we actually did a couple bits with the helmet. I swear, you could take that helmet and wrap it around my head. It was so big. So I need to get like on a stool here. So all right. So all sincerity, commercial photography, using technology, taking pretty pictures of buildings. This guy might want to know you. We'll get to you in a minute. But what is it about your business? What do you do? And what makes you different in this modern era where real estate markets are really, really tight and competitive?
Yeah, I don't shoot a lot of real estate because there's 100 different people that do that. But I do people, faces, and stories. So I work with big businesses and organizations that need to demonstrate trust and expertise and professionalism and authenticity through their imagery of people. So like a good example would be all the Fair and Farrah billboards. Those are mine.
Oh, wow.
So I am very much a people-driven commercial photography business.
Gotcha. Well, I actually know Eddie and Chuck. Khalil broke his media career actually on this show.
Really?
Downstairs studio.
Yeah.
So I know Khalil pretty good. Eddie and Chuck I've known for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the digital Eddie and Chuck behind all of that.
Oh yeah.
So that's you.
Yep.
So
it is.
That's it. You're.
They get the 5-year facial reduction plan as well.
I understand that. And making everybody look good. I just want to be 29 forever. I want to be 6'4", 250 with good hair. So we're good.
Exactly.
All right. Bringing it on home. We got Alex, commercial real estate.
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your firm. Tell us what you do as far as helping people come into Jacksonville figure out where they're going to put their business.
Yeah, I'm a commercial real estate broker in Jacksonville for 20 years now. Born and raised in Jacksonville, second generation in the business. I help businesses find space that fits their needs. There might be a landlord looking to sell or lease out some current vacancy that they might have. So that would investors, some people, doing 1031 exchange, trying to redeploy, do acquisitions. I'll help them find space. So basically sales and leasing of the gamut. Only thing I don't technically do is property management. And I do counseling. I do valuations of the property as part of the process of leasing. So there's a good bit of deal management in terms of the process of the sales transaction. There's valuation. There's consulting, and many times we get repeat business by over a long period of time just by trying to solve the problems that they have, meeting the goals. And one of the great rewards of doing is that you get to see how different people, make their money or run their businesses. And each time it's unique when you deal with different types of businesses. And, some groups may want to, sell, they may want to lease. And it's just a joy to help them meet their goals and succeed.
And so one of the things you mentioned, you just kind of right past it, is 1031 exchange. Not a lot of people know that, known as a striker. And so for people that are leaving, maybe the Northeast, moving to Jacksonville, a lot of people move into the state of Florida, and Jacksonville's getting their proportional share of economic growth in the next 5-10 years. We're going to have a city that may not even look like the city that we had 20 years ago. It's amazing, right? I mean, I've been in Jacksonville now 20 years, and to watch the growth is just phenomenal. And I think we're if I'm not the largest, one of the largest hubs for Fortune 500 companies in the United States. 1031 exchange. Tell everybody what that is, because some people are like, what? I don't know what that one is. Tell us what a 1031 exchange.
Well, they'll use, it's not something I'll handle directly, but they'll hire an intermediary, and as long as it's a like-kind exchange. So if one's selling a commercial industrial warehouse, they'll want to find an income property. They'll want to identify at least 3 or more properties. When the proceeds of that sale, when they receive the proceeds, it's held in the intermediary. They'll redeploy it into a new asset and defer the taxes.
Right. So they
it's a
can take the money and help them because taxes are not going down anytime soon.
No.
They defer capital gains.
Yes, sir. So so you help people figure out whether it's buy, lease, something in between it, how to bring in a business here. And as a business owner that recently had a relo, I know that those dollars usually have a few commas behind it. So I'm very grateful for what you've done to help me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, because I have no idea. All I know is I got the space. I need to put people here. It's got to be in the right place at the right time, at the right price. And you do those type of things. And I'm super grateful for what you do for our community as we're growing. For you, man, making me look good, taller, stronger, with more hair. I love it. The fact that you can help us be a little kinder is not going to be a bad thing as we are, approaching we're living in the future. Last but not least, young lady, thank you for trying to keep myself out of jail for a year with a $750,000 fine because I hired somebody wrong.
Yeah.
And I might not even have known I did that. So for all of you guys, in all sincerity, as business owners doing the thing for our community locally, as well as being a really good front door for what our community looks like as people are coming here. I really appreciate you all joining us today. As great as you guys are, y'all are really great. We can't do it without these guys. So guys, if you like the episode, share this episode. Thank you so much for joining us on The Horse's Mouth. Check out all their websites on our website, which is thedailyloosnetwork.com. Remember to always live with gratitude.